Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with again, and we're back in our Death World Extreme in our Factorio series. Today is the 100th episode of this crazy nonsense, endless death and carnage. Thankfully, it's mostly been carnage to the biters, but we've, had our fair share of near-death experiences. So this episode, I got to do a couple things due to it being, a 100th episode. So I want to take you for a quick little base tour. Let's start down here since we're here with our oil processing system. We have 6 very inactive refineries and 30 crude, 10 and 10 and 10 for the heavy, light, and petroleum. We got a bit of lubricant production over there, which is pretty much sitting full all the time. It's not being used, essentially. And a little bit of cracking over here to crack light into petroleum gas. But again, we get a tiny trickle from our only current source of petroleum, which is a 2 per second on all these ones, except for that guy. Apparently he's 2.1 per second just because he's awesome. Excellent. Now, heading down from there, we have cables that seem to disappear into the graphics. That's funny. Looks like they dip down and go through the ground. Oh, what's this? Oh, yes, that's right. Still some concrete hanging out there. We have a RoboPort network that lets us keep things repaired and such as we go. How are we doing for robos here? All right. Nope, that's good. Constant spray of dudes coming at the walls here on the left, and then they get, that's a big one. That's a big one. Then they blast the wall, and then the little robos go and fix it. Same old, same old. We got radar lines, and do we have? No, we don't. This sort of laser defense seems to be doing the job fairly well. They're not feeding at us at a rate that is consistently large bands when they're that close, it seems. Like they just kind of don't get built up enough before they fire things at us. Yeah, so that's that. And we've got main copper source is this field right here. It's relatively new in the scale of things. Our let's look at the map for a second just to get this calculation. 14,000 uranium left in that deposit. About half of them are still running. A little over half. We got 7 of the 15 or whatever, 14 running. So a couple centrifuges running. Third, these ones sort of run periodically. We have managed to stockpile 35 of the 235 uranium 235s. We've used up more than plenty of that to get this system going here. Right now, we went through 85 of the spent casings. This batch right through here is essentially just a sort of mini-mole effect. Just things that we might need. There's, what are these? Assembly machines and solar panels, power poles, that sort of deal. We got our, these dudes. Poison capsules here. Engines producing our robots. Let's see what we got for construction robots in here. We got a decent batch of them. Oh, yep. There we go. Cool. So we got a decent batch. We got a few sitting around. We can put them in the construction project. Some logistics robots that are made here periodically. Actually, I shut them off, didn't I? I can turn them back on so they share back and forth. I don't know if they actually will share. You know what I need to do? This needs to be done differently. This is a better way to share. Get along, kids. Get along. Like that. There we go. Didn't mean to dump those on the other side. I guess I didn't need to do that. Here's what we'll do. This is a great tour. Ready? watch us produce things. There. Now, then that'll properly split them. I like that better. Okay, so having said that, we got robots being produced here. We got our battery production over this way to get us laser turrets. Our batteries are almost non-productive because, again, our petroleum system is pretty much shut down. Blue science over here is fed, is not really fed very much right now because, of course, it's thoroughly backed up on, what is it short on? It's not short on plastic at all times, pretty much. There's this tiny trickle of plastic that comes over here, making a few red circuits, keeping the blue trickling in very, very, very slowly. In fact, we can check production to look at that. In over the last hour, we've produced 171, 2.8 per minute of the blue science. And of course the red and the green should be the same because, oh no, apparently green's still stockpiling. Red is the same because it's absolutely backed up. That's why they're the same. So red science over yonder here, over this edge. Green science up here. They can definitely keep up. The blue science, of course, is the bottleneck, which is perfectly fine. Again, more storage here. We got on the passive network, we got engines, regular engines, and mining drills. Lots of goodies going on there. See, we make a few robots periodically. Most things are backed up simply because of the lack of resources. So either iron shortage or, more importantly, petroleum shortage. Something you'll remember from recent, if you have been keeping up, you're not just skipping ahead to number 100 or scanning through them, which totally understandable. We have, we're just about to turn this unit on. This is at 27,000 in the network, which is basically these 4 storage units. They connect up to simple network circuit electronics, just to say no combiners or anything. It just says if this facility, this reactor, ever has a spent, what are they called? A depleted, what are they called? Used up uranium fuel cells. So depleted uranium fuel cells, whatever. When that fills in here, this one, it gets an order to take one out, put it on there, which sends a signal to this one to pick one up and put it there. What that does is that this one here is also told it can only pick one up. Sorry, no, it's not when this is finished. When this is finished, it sits there with the depleted one in there, and this one is told when the fuel, or when the condition of steam is less than 20K in the network, which right now it's working its way there. Oh no, it's increasing. Sorry, we recently did it. That's why this fuel is running. When it drops back down to 20K, then this guy activates, unloads, reloads, and it runs. Otherwise, it will not refuel it. So to let this drain out entirely, let the steam back up, fill up in here, providing us with power efficiently. There's a close-up look of the steam turbines, all connected on one end so that they feed each other, and they feed the surplus to the surplus into the tanks. This is our stoneworks up here. It's pretty darn idle. It doesn't do a lot. There's engines, walls, bricks, and concrete. We'll grab a bit of concrete, actually. Wouldn't mind putting in a bit of more roads as we're running around here. Looks like we're getting a hit from the top left. That sends off the robots to do their job. We got concrete. Let's do that. Let's do something with that concrete. Wouldn't mind having this road make its way all the way down. A little bit of copper. I forgot about that being out here. That's nice. Everybody likes a little extra copper. Don't you say, copper? Alright. And yeah, this is the iron feed. It runs along this way, and I just decided apparently to run off the road. What else? We got the remains of a field over here for coal. Well, it's pretty good actually. It's not really that used up. I'd say it's 60% used, but still feeding a bit of coal down the old way. You know what? I'm going to fix that now that since I'm here, I won't remember and it'll run out. So we can do this. Go like that, and loop this one back around, and loop this one like this, and do that. There we go. So he'll feed both sides, help that to run, and then have any excess will just run back this way. No problem. Alright, what else? The big thick copper line, I like to see that. This is our coal line, plenty fed. Water feeds over to the iron there, as well as actually down to the, I think that feeds, yes, that also feeds the turbines. And this is the end of our bus. It's not a particularly spectacular bus, but it does its job. We have a double line, partial double line, not quite saturated of iron going up north, and apparently a few pieces of random copper sitting there. That'll drive me bonkers. What else? A relatively decently balanced bus here. We got a bit of surplus red circuits here, oddly enough. I could probably put those back in the network, but they are there to feed the tech rather than to feed the research. Are you filling me? Oh, yes, you are. You're so kind. Thank you. So yeah, very, very low storage, or low supply of copper, or iron rather. Why is that? Do we not? We just simply don't have a saturated line at all. We are trying to get access to more iron. We've recently piped in a new feed of iron into the top line there, but it's starting to thin as well. We got the what are these called? Accumulator bay there, and a solar panel array there. This is entirely done. Look at this. That's fantastic. Totally gone. Love it. I kind of really like to see that because it means that we're, I don't know, using resources. Of course, using resources means that we need to get more resources. So that's the whole point of Factorio, right? Get more resources so that you can get more resources so that you can get more resources. Isn't that every good game? I love it. All right. Strange. What else we got going? This is or was a yes, entirely empty now. Was a set of copper as well. We'll leave the lines in there. I'm going to actually take out the drills because they do drain power when not being used. I suppose it is faster to just do these guys, right? And power lines can disappear as well. What else? Yeah, that can basically just... No, all of this could go, actually. That would be lovely. Okay, let's continue the tour as we head back around. Heading up around this way, we have the walls up. We didn't go as far as the solar up here to look at this one, but let's skim over to the map just to show you that one. This is the remains of a northern iron deposit, and of course the wall just follows with things around there. Buffered thoroughly by forest on that side. I love when you can get it set up like that. This one up here where we're going to pass by soon is a solid wall in the middle of forest again. We can kind of skip through that. This is the long range feed of oops. This is the I didn't mean to do that. Long range feed of our iron. It's coming from way over to the east. Put that in there as a bottleneck because this is getting into the area that's not actually sealed. So this section is inside our wall, sort of, which we will address later this episode. It's inside this perimeter that we're building, but it's definitely still accessible. So a few of them ended up running up this way, and instead of going here where they normally hit, they ran and went this way. And then they didn't get killed by these guys because this wasn't catching them. So now it does. You can see the turret range there. It catches them all. So that's good. Coming back down here, we got something on the map. Oh, that's right. That's our tag, our tagged location on the map. Coming back down, well, we got ourselves a hit. Where's that? Oh, I hate when they do that. So yeah, we keep losing robots in a slow trickle when it turns out that all the robots end up compiling over here. They end up grouping up over here, and then a damage is done here that gives a signal, hey, I need somebody to repair, and then he flies straight across the death trap. Really annoying. What else? We got our two of our power lines over here, our coal lines. They still do produce power. Actually, if we look at one of the power plants, we'll find out what the balance actually is. Let's skim just over here so we can reach. Yeah, there we go. 30.9 megawatts are coming from turbines. That's our nuclear. 21 coming from our steam engines. And in this case, 2.6. It's just starting to build up for the day. I don't remember how much we produce entirely by solar. So as far as I understand, solar gets priority when it's active. And then steam turbines, I think. And then steam engines. I think that's the way it works. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know the proper procedure, and there's Mr. Bond, James Bond, the fish with 7 health. I don't know what he got caught in ages ago. If anybody knows the point when he got nabbed, let me know. I'd like to know Mr. Bond's fate and why it happened. This was our original coal line, which was expanded to full size and is still doing its job. And we're back to the middle here. Aside from a quick look, I'll do map-wise. Over here, we have the... Oh, no, this was the original coal line, I'm sorry. And this is the second one. So we got 4 turbine belts, or sets running. This is our green circuit manufacturing array. Doing all right, but it's a little low on copper. It is producing at a decent rate. Right here is our gears production. Right at the beginning of the iron, it chews up a mammoth quantity of iron. I'm pretty sure this almost consumes like 1.5 of these full, if it was actually fed full, which of course it isn't. But what's going on here? How is this thing? Oh, you're not producing because this side of the belt is full. Okay. Well, we could get you producing, but that really wouldn't speed anything up, would it? No. Same as this one. Belt's full. We could jimmy that around, but it really, I don't know if it's actually, will it change the throughput? I suppose. It's going to bug me if I don't. So that'll be it for the tour, checking out the base. We are going to, goodness, this is probably going to be a little bit longer episode because I really want to actually get something done this episode, and I've really just been touring around talking. So, having said that, let's go ahead and do this. And I guess that's not really properly balancing, so I should properly balance. I should properly balance things. I don't know if you guys can hear Azzy in the background, but she's pretty happy right now. She's having a good day. She's teething, so apparently that's time to be happy. She's like the happiest baby on the planet at this current moment. I'm pretty sure. I did a very quick poll, a straw poll, and I concluded that she's the happiest baby ever. There. Actually, we can just... Why wouldn't I just leave it as one output? Is there a proper 2-to-1 ratio? I'm not doing this right. What am I doing? Jeepers, Drake. Wakey, wakey. There. That's a balance. At least it seems like a balance to me. We'll get everything running evenly so they all are using their max resources. So, and then we got our smelting lines, which you've seen 1,000,001 times. So, steel on this side, and copper there, and iron over here. And I think that's it for the base. We definitely need to upgrade a few things, like our coal and our oil, or steel, iron, and our oil inputs need to be dramatically improved. This is the science daisy chain. So it's got braided lines, red and yellow undergrounds swapping back and forth in the middle, and then convoluted mess of long-handed inserters on both sides to effectively grab everything we need. And let me restart that timer because we're going for a double-length episode today. So we've got ourselves basically set up to... there's also military science being produced. Basically set up in this that allows us to produce everything we need permanently. So it'll keep building reds and greens, or keep feeding reds and greens, military and blue. We can feed high efficiency production efficiency ones, the production science, as well as high-tech science, and eventually, because we have the braided version, we can have the whatever it is, space science. So things are cruising along okay in the base. It's just a horrendous lack of these pump jacks. We've literally been running this entire 100 episodes on 7 pump jacks. Not even sane. Bad map to start for that, but you know, I didn't realize it until we were 30 episodes in, so I'm not going to backtrack and quit on that now. So since we've just spent basically the equivalency of an entire episode, we're going to go with a double length episode here. I hope you all love it, and I look forward to entertaining you for another double size length on this 100th episode. So let's have a look, see if we can get some of this stuff repaired, and then we're going down because we're going to finish off that. Do we have the resources for it? We need to finish up. We get 59 radars. We got 279 of the poison capsules. We got power poles. We have our tank here somewhere. Yeah, there it is, hanging out there. Okay, I think we should be good. We're gonna head down south, and we're going to. Actually, I can throw the tank down. We blew up our car last time. I forgot about that. Super sad. Super sad. Super sad. All right. Let's tank it all the way down here. See what we can not run into. That would be lovely to not blow things up that are important. This is our southern perimeter defense, southeastern new defense line out in the desert. This is the edge of said defense line, so we can actually drive in here, see if we have the resources we need for... Actually, I'm just going to unload there, or get off there and pick that baby up. What do we got? We had a couple radar in there. We should probably put, like, say, a few turrets to help replace things. Those are seriously large biters. Don't like them much at all. So we're going to continue along this way, and we're going to push this wall out and tell these biters where to go and how to get there. This one there is going to go, that's there, then this one's going to combine there. And there. And let's capsule down here. Poison capsule or 2 out there. Try not to die in the process, Drake. That would be lovely. Thank you. See how quick we can do this. Let's go there and there. We're going to drop one of these down there. Come on, repairing friends. Repairio friends. Oh, not okay with this. That's too many of them. Come on, guys, keep repairing. Turrets for the win. Oh no! Don't die! Don't die! I thought I heard the heartbeat there. Oh, you know what? I was standing in the poison. Right. I was gonna do this with a tank. That's the smarter way to do that, Drake. Forgot about that. Jeepers. It's been a couple days since I recorded. Oops. How do we get in that device? That would be lovely. Alright, see if we can take these guys out with our fine gunneries. Ow, stop it. Stop hurting my tank. You really aren't hurting my tank that much, guys. You're really not doing that much damage to my tank. Holy Moses. That's a lot of biters. Look at them all, look at them all. Oh yes, we gotta remember not to, gotta remember not to waste our health on... Yeah, get them! Poison them! Remember not to waste our robots by doing that. Got a lot of ammunition here, but I don't want to be blowing too much of it off into inefficient uses. So we want to primarily focus on these biter bases when using our jeepers. Let's just drive over a few of them, shall we? Yes, poison, poison, bees. How are we doing on ow, quit stopping me. This is just mayhem. Constant carnage. Oh boy. This could be bad for my health and my robots. I was not thinking. Oh, keep going, Drake. You gotta make it. You gotta make it out of here. Survive. Some of your robots should survive too. That would be lovely. Wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt a thing. Whoa, right through his base. Way to use your face, Drake. You know what? This is wasting robots like mad. Uh-oh, it's also wasting a tank like mad. Oh my gosh, the carnage. Oh, it's more fun anyways. Slow down. Repair the repair bots. What did I just lose there? I probably just lost 25 repair bots doing that. Not great for my health. Oh no, we just lost one. Alright, what do we got? Get out of my face. Uh-oh. Can't seem to drive away. Another drive-by shooting. Oh, that hurt him me as much as it hurt him. Isn't there an achievement for, like, bashing through things with your vehicle? I feel like there was such a thing. Oh, circle death, circle death. This is almost too fun! They're just blowing through resources here like crazy. Uh-oh, that's a lot of biters. Oh, this is too much fun. Oh no! Lost the turret! How are we doing on, oh boy. Did I really seriously just lose that many guys? No, tell me I didn't. Oops, okay Drake. You're being a fool here. Okay, so in this grand 100th episode, we will throw away one construction robot to the biters for every episode. I love it. Stupid. Oh my goodness, the carnage. Look at the bodies. I can't even see the ground. Well, that's unpleasant. There, a little dark for this work, but we'll make it happen. I'm gonna hop out here. And we're gonna pull this out, please. And that one, and we'll put the wall back together. Now let's hop back in our death machine. Hopefully not our death. in a machine, but, you know, who knows? Possible. That one is running low on ammunition, so let's go ahead and give it some more. We've also blown through 20-something odd coal, which is pretty beastly. Man, this is hard to get through. Just the ratio, the rate that they fly at you is just bonkers. Take apart these as soon as we can. This is actually doing quite a lot of damage to me. Not gonna lie, you're hurting. This is painful. It just blew up. Something just blew up. More resources and more equipment. Sheesh. Oh yeah, they took the corner one out. That's not that surprising. Jeez, every single time. Turrets they're killing is just crazy here. Gonna have to put in another offensive turret bay there. Uh-oh. Am I out of turrets or am I out of robots? I'm out of robots. Wow, this is failing. Oh, they are too tough here. Alright, we're out of turrets, so that's most unfortunate. Let's wall this in. Well, not really useful here, so we're going to pull you guys out. And we're going to let these be and probably just wall along here. Wow, okay, so that's the progress we managed to make. Like, just about none. Alright. Alright, you, mister. You bunch of jerks. Nice. Uh-oh. That might have brought too much carnage down on the defenses. Gotta help him out here. Keep the poison rolling. This is not particularly the best way. Don't try this at home, kids. It's bad for your base. I promise you it'll be bad for your base. We're gonna just drive home to the safe, general relative safety of our home base and stop wasting ammo. Let the turrets finish them off. You ain't. Oh, you is getting. Nope. The walls, the gates do their job. That's good. Holy man. So let's go rearm and repair and consider maybe finding some more robots. That would be lovely. We have none. Oh boy, that's some carnage. Some very big carnage. Oh look, some robots. That's lovely. Thank you. I would sure appreciate it. That's 24 robots. Oh, you know what? Somebody's on his way probably already to repair me since I got into range. That'll be those. No, I don't know. Anyways, I can repair it. I can get out and do the job. Robots deserve a break after that nonsense. Right. Well, that whole shenanigans of running around like a lunatic is probably not great. But, well, it was fun. Having fun is important, too. What else do we need? We got our tank there. We're gonna grab some, the rest, I guess they're giving us some more, walls. That's good. Update my wall stock. Repair kits, probably. Good idea. Probably. What else? Robots? Do we have any repair bots anywhere? No, we probably don't have any logistics repair bots in that aren't actually... They're construction bots that aren't actually constructing. What do you guys need? You guys need something. What is it you need? Batteries, which means we need petroleum gas. Right. What do we got for turrets? 13 of them. Thank you for repairing those. I appreciate it. We now have 18. Those are regular turrets. Interesting. No can do. What do we got? There we go. Some more poison capsules. So we are out of really dangerously low on resources, and this is starting to bother me. You know, as if it shouldn't have been bothering me before, right? What's going on here? Nobody to... Oh, you blah. You blah blah. That's where we're throwing almost... That's throwing almost as many... I hate this design. This L is terrible. We need like a nice diagonal line through there or something. So much to do. So much to say. Losing our base. One dude at a time. Getting blowed up. One robot at a time. So yeah, this is an extra long episode for you guys today. I guess 40 minutes isn't exactly a double length episode, but episode 100 wanted to make it a little longer for everyone who's stuck with us this long. Thank you again for enjoying and letting me know about the... Stop it! Oh, you suicidal freak. Alright, well, you're gonna die if you don't come back. Oh, you are coming back. Well, that was good of you. Why would you come back right now? I don't know, but okay. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Come here. Stop running across the death line. Stop running across the death line. Thank you. Please, stop it. Bit of repairing doing here. Robot, apparently. Come on, buddy, you can make it. No, you can't. You can't outrun them. You're too slow. That's what we need to do for tech. We need to go like faster robots. Worker robot speed. We need production science. Not gonna happen. Not until we get our petroleum going. I haven't seen them up here for a long time. Probably because I was taunting them in the area. Hey, How would you like to suck on some gas for a while? We need a gas launcher. We need fuel or flame launchers again. That's what we really need. The sadness. The sadness of it all. At all. Somebody else was repairing this? Remember when we had to go around and repairing things by hand? It was so much more efficient. Because we didn't perpetually kill robots to do it. Ah, boy. Well, that is going to be, I guess, as good a time as any to put in a cut. We have ourselves 18 turrets on hand, which is not ideal. I'm going to have to go collect some more turrets from different places that have been clustered in spots and kind of try to push through to that line. We managed to... Did we get anywhere on that line? I mean, a little bit, maybe? We're so close to finishing. We just got to close this off. We really just have to close that off. So it's not that unreasonable to think that we might be able to do that next episode. By the end of next episode. Anyways, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much. I really do appreciate all the feedback we're getting and that people are still with us 100 episodes in. Let me know if there's anything else in particular. If you've been watching some parts that you particularly like, let me know. If there's anything of grand interest to you that we need to do. Obviously, I mean, aside from the obvious of, yes, we need some resources and we don't have them. You know, stuff like that is kind of a given, but if you have any suggestions on other things specifically that might be some keys to doing better on those biter fights or things like that, I mean, clearly you're more than welcome to reprimand me for the nonsense of wasting the amount of resources I just did on that fun runabouts. It was fun. It was a little intense, but it was probably not the smartest thing I've done in a long time. Like, we'll take care of these guys, get them out of there. There's no point in stopping them here when they can just walk to the wall. But thank you so much for joining me, and I'll be back next time with you. We are by no means done here. We have a long ways to go before we can get ourselves a rocket and a mega base. I don't know if this will ever become mega base, but Death World Extreme doesn't end until we're off this freakishly deathly planet of biters and huge green and blue and brown and yucky things. Ugh. Alright, anyways, thank you so much for joining me, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you are here for all this time, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And let me know in the comments below if you've actually been watching all the way to 100, and I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and I will see you in-game.